Welcome everybody. We got 7 breaks tonight. Sorry, we're having some audio issues and the video froze, so I think we are good now. So let me know if you guys can hear me. We are going to start off with our 25 Phoenix Football Preferred Hobby PYT 862. Then we have 25 Luminance Football Hobby PYT 868. 25 Mosaic Football International Hobby PYT 870. 25 Donruss Optic Hobby PYT 886, 25 Prism Football Hobby PYT 885, 25 Selected Baseball Hobby PYT 878, and then we end the night with a 3-box break of 24 Prospect Edition of Baseball Hobbies PYT 876. We do have some spots available. These were the amounts of spots. You got 1 in the International Hobby, 4 in Optic, 4 in Prism Football, 3 in Prospect Edition. That is when we went live tonight. I do have the link to this page right here. You'll also see Tuesday's breaks, all the listed breaks. Grab your spots. You can click on each of these links and go right to the eBay listing if you want to buy any of those last. Got 12 spots left. So grab those. We're full on the first one here. This is our Phoenix Preferred Hobby, PYT 862. We got Wipo down here with the Saints. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit. You do not have to be in the break to guess. We got 12 packs, 5 cards per pack, 1 auto, 1 min. This is the Preferred Phoenix Hobby Box. We grab the packs out of here. Good luck to everybody in this one. Grab my trash. All right, guys, here we go with pack number 1. Good luck to everybody in this one. We start off with Devin Neal, Jaquez Hunter, Justin Jefferson, Jason Myers, and Mike Vrabel. We have our auto. It looks like there's Tez Johnson. This is going to be a patch auto of Kyle Williams. Rookie Phenoms going to the Patriots. Nice hit for the Patriots. That was out of 199. Paid 4 out of 199. Get your guesses in, guys, for the player on the last auto in this one. We do have spots available in the upcoming breaks, so make sure you grab your spots as well. The Kyle Williams. We got Ricky Pearsall, Ben Roethlisberger, Jalen Hurts. Luminance Football is coming up next. Robbie Outs. Orange Kyron Williams, that is going to be out of 189. Will Disley, Muhsin Muhammad, D'Angelo Hall. Caleb Johnson, D'Angelo Hall, Derwin James, Michael Penix, Stephon Diggs. We got DK, Contours of RJ Harvey, Drake London, Lab McConkey, Russell Wilson. We got Curtis Rourke, Lamar Jackson on the Thunderbirds out of 125. J.C. Horn, Keon Coleman, Hakeem Nicks. Ashton Genty, Joe Burrow on the Thunderbirds, Sean Lynch, Bo Nix, and Jalen Johnson. Let's top load what we have here so far. Luminous football is coming up next. Grab your spots, guys. The link pinned in the chat will take you to tonight's schedule. Show you how many spots we have remaining. Make sure once you grab your spots, you guys can get your guesses in on these breaks as well. You don't have to be in the breaks to do that. We got Harold Fannin, Jaheed Barron, Drake May, Patrick Surtain, Derek PK Metcalf, RJ Harvey. Travion Henderson is going to be our mem. Travion Henderson for New England. That is out of 299. Nice hit for New England. New England's getting both our hits so far in this one. They got the auto and the mem. CJ Stroud, Terry McLaurin, Tyler Newman. We have 3 packs left. There's Quinshawn Judkins, Ted McMillan, Nick Sirianni, Javon Curse, Alvin Kamara. Kyle Manungai. We got Brian Thomas Jr. out of 189. Jim Everett, Steve Spurrier, and Trey McBride. And our final pack of the break. Yeah, DJ Giddens starting us off. Travis Hunter, Thunderbirds, Kyle Shanahan, Zach Ertz, and JJ McCarthy. Top of these, we'll recap, and then we'll move on to Luminance. The link that's pinned in the chat, if you guys bookmark that Google sheet there, you can keep track of all the breaks we have listed and all the breaks we have scheduled as well. Jahadi Barron, Ryan Thomas Jr. out of 189, Jacquez Hunter, Kyron Williams out of 189, D'Angelo Hall, Lamar Jackson out of 125. Then out of 299 we have Travion Henderson, Kyle Williams on the patch auto out of 199. That's going to do it for our first break of the night. Again, that was our Phoenix Preferred. Luminance Football PYT 868 is coming up next. We update that title. We'll see if this one, I believe, is full as well. So we do have spots in the upcoming breaks tonight, so grab those spots. All right, here's our title. We got that updated. Let's go to the list. Our list right here. Zach is down here with the 49ers. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We should have 3 autos in this box. Be right back in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with our second box. This is Luminance Hobby PYT. PYT 868. 3 autos, 1 mem per box. 4 packs, 10 cards per pack. Up next after this one is our Mosaic International Football Hobby. There's our empty box. There's our 4 packs. Pack number 1. We have Quentin Johnston, Justin Jefferson, Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard. And we have Quan Alexander, Zay Alexander out of 50. 18 out of 50. On the Seattle on Zay Alexander. And we got a Spirit Watch swatches, Caleb Williams. I sit for the Bears spot. Travis Hunter on the dynamic insert. Ted McMillan. We got Kyle Kennard, Tanner Rourke, or Curtis Rourke, and Kid Reporter card. Pack number 2. Up next after this is Mosaic International Hobby. There's Dan Marino, CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Luminosity of Drake May, Justin Herbert out of 199, and our first auto, that is Xavier Watts for Atlanta. That is out of 100. I sit for Atlanta on the Xavier Watts rookie auto. One of the top rookie defenders this year. Probably these real quick before we finish the rest of that pack. Nice hits here so far in this one. All right, here's the rest of this. The Vestige Jamar Chase. There's Travion Henderson, Gunnar Helm, Kelvin Banks Jr. for the Saints. Last 2 packs. Again, Mosaic International Hobbies coming up next. Mike Singletary, Khalil Shakur, Von Achan, Tank Bigsby. That's going to be out of 100. Jalen Lane. That is going to be out of 249. Tyler Shug out of 700 on the auto. That is going to go to the Saints. 64 out of 700. Look at the Savage insert. Josh Allen. Riley Leonard. Mason Taylor. And James Pierce will be Kid Reporter card. And our final pack should have our final auto. We got Josh Allen, Troy Franklin, Roquan Smith, Jordan Addison, Quinn Ewers, out of 299. And Ollie Gordon is going to be our auto here. Ollie Gordon, this is out of 300 going to Miami. Ollie Gordon was the guest of the break. And we got the fusion of Jalen Hurts, Harold Fanning Jr., Zay Alexander, Josiah Alexander, and Zachary Franklin. Let's top load recap. Then we're going to move on to our Mosaic International Hobby coming up next. Tank Bigsby, that was out of 100. Jalen Lane out of 249. Quinn Ewers out of 299. Zy Franklin out of 50. Luminosity of Drake May. Nice hit for the Patriots there. Out of 199, Justin Herbert. Xavier Watts out of 100 on that auto. The Spirit swatches, excuse me. And Caleb Williams for the Bears. That one is not numbered. Tyler Shug out of 700 for the Saints. Ollie Gordon out of 300 for the Dolphins. All right, guys. Mosaic International Hobbies coming up next. Let's get our title updated. This one we are full on as well. There's a link pinned in the chat if you guys want to grab any of those last remaining spots. Now's the time to grab them. Click that link. Make sure you bookmark that page as well. Here is our PYT 870. Zilla down here with the Patriots in the bottom spot. Good luck to everybody in this one. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go with our third break of the. So our Mosaic International Hobby, we should have the gold and red waves. You guys are going to guess the player on the last of those red waves, the gold waves, either wave. Guess the player on the last number of the wave for 20 in credit. Full packs, 5 cards per pack. Empty box. There's Jalen Walker, DJ Moore, silver. Curtis Rourke on the red wave. That's going to be out of 29. I said for the 49ers, Jerome Bettis, Hall of Fame, Will Lutz. Up next after this one is Don Rupp, the Optic Hobby. We do have some spots left in that one if you guys want to grab them. Plus our Prism football hobbies coming up as well. Dawson Knox, Walter Nolan, Ricky White on the silver, DeAndre Swift, Antoine Winfield. There's Baker Mayfield, Taj Brooks, Arik Armstead, David Montgomery, Terry McLaurin. And we got Sam Darnold, Donovan Jackson, CeeDee Lamb, red wave of Anthony Richardson out of 27. And we got Christian Walker. Joe Namath, Armand Mimbo, Errol Fan on the silver, Matthew Golden, Tim Brown, Campbell guess, a Dak guess. Get your guesses in, guys, for the player on the last wave parallel. There's Michael Penix. Get 20 in credit if you guess the player correctly. Jaden Higgins, Victor Cruz, Jaden Higgins variation, Chris Godwin. The silvers and the variations will get top loaded before we ship. There's Ben Roethlisberger, Colston Loveland, Jared Verse, Jonathan Taylor, George Pickens. About halfway through this one. We got 4 more breaks tonight, guys. Don Riss Optic Football Hobby, Prism Football Hobby. Then we have Select Baseball, and then the 3-box Prospect Edition. There's Gabriel Davis, Jalen Noel, Frank Gore. Ooh, we got an auto, red wave auto. These are not guaranteed, so nice to hit that. Phil Maffa for the Dallas Cowboys rookie. Phil Maffa on the red wave auto. Ramondre Stevenson. Tiki Barber, Devin Neal. We got a silver Will Anderson, Chuba Hubbard, Taimi Fairbairn. And Darnell Mooney, Jadon Blue, Chuba Hubbard, Stephon Diggs, Justin Fields. And we have Matthew Stafford, Tez Johnson, Jamal Lewis, Kid Reporter card, CeeDee Lamb, and Jeff Blake. I haven't seen Jeff Blake card in a long time. In our final pack of the break, we have Derrick Henry, Jackson Dart, Mitchell Evans, and another auto, Savion Jones for the Broncos rookie auto, and Tyler Nubin. 2 autos and an international hobby. Nice hits there. Let's top load and recap. We didn't get any gold parallels, but we did get 2 autos. Again, the silvers and the variations will get top loaded before it ships. Grab your spots, guys, in the upcoming breaks. We still have Donruss Optic, Prism Football, Select Baseball, and Prospect Edition Baseball all coming up. The last 4 breaks of the night. There's Curtis Rourke out of 29. Anthony Richardson out of 27. Yeah, that's out of 27. 29, Phil Maffa auto, and a Savion Jones auto. Nice little box in the International Hobby. We'll take that. Let's update our title. And let's move on to our Donruss Optic. We'll see if all those spots are filled yet or not. We had the Lions, Rams, Jets, and 49ers were available in this one. So use that link, click on the break. You'll see it in the schedule. Let's double check and see if one is full or not. The Rams are sold, so we got the Lions, Jets, and 49ers. Lions, Jets, 49ers are available. Link is pinned in the chat if you want to grab them. Do so now. Get your guesses in for the play on the last auto. Lions, Jets, Niners. Good luck to everybody. This PYT 886 coming up in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go. Grab those last teams. Lions, Jets, 49ers. Lions, Jets, and 49ers are available. Use that link in the chat. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one. One auto, 20 rated rookies per box. See if we can spike a downtown. There's our empty box. Good luck to everybody in this one. Still have the Lions, Jets, and 49ers available. If anybody wants to grab them, make sure you do so now. There's a rated rookie of Cam Ward and Joe Burrow out of 75. Jalen Warren, Derek Carr. Up next after this one is our 25 Prism Football Hobby PYT 885. There is Quinshon Judkins, Doug Williams. That is out of 349. Zach Ertz, Hines Ward. Jack Betch, Howie Long, Josh Allen, Michael Parsons. Tim Ray DK. And we got the muscle emojis of Saquon Barkley. That one is numbered out of 199. Adam Thielen, Khalil Shakur. There's Adam Thielen throwing a pass in that thing. There's Felix Imanor. And we got a downtown of Ashton Genty, a gold downtown. 3 of 10. Nice hit for the Raiders spot. Ashton Genty downtown out of 10. That is a big one right there. Packed to top loader, looks clean. Centering looks probably pretty good as well. There's a little mark there. I don't know what that is, but other than that, very nice. Nice hit for the Raiders. Congrats. That is my first gold downtown I've pulled. Congrats to the Raiders. Ashton Genty on the downtown. Out of 10. Malik Neighbors. Carl Eller. Tyler Luke. We've been hitting some pretty decent hits out of our boxes lately. There's Taj Brooks, Michael Pittman, Brock Bowers. Curtis Rourke. Rookie recruits Ted McMillan, Jake Plummer, and Chuba Hubbard. Ashton Genty. Oh my gosh. Ashton Genty rookie. We got a blue Dylan Gabriel out of 249. Baker Mayfield, Terrell Owens. Those cards stuck together there. Hitting the Ashton Genty downtown out of 10 in this break. There's Cam Miller, Terry McLaurin, Kyler Murray, Jahmyr Gibbs. Jack Sawyer, Shador Sanders, Ed Reed, Eric Armstead, Jordan James, Jalen Waddle on the lime green out of 50. Max Crosby, Garrett Wilson. Let's top load and then we'll finish the rest. Prism football is coming up next. Grab your spots, guys. The link is in the chat. You'll see all the breaks that have spots available. You can click on those links once you get to that future break schedule page. Guys, missed it. We hit it downtown. I'll wait to the end to do a recap to see exactly who it was. Well, it was number 2. All right, here we go. There is Benjamin Morrison, Braylon Allen, Matthew Stafford, Hunter Henry. Gunnar Helm, Patrick Mahomes, out of 349. Jeff Garcia, T. Higgins. Jalen Milroe, Cracked Ice, Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow passing grade. That is out of 55 on the Cracked Ice. Quincy Williams, Donta Smith. Omarion Hampton. Oh my gosh. They're like sticking together. And another card out of 10, 4 out of 10, that's Tyleek Williams. Rookie Tyleek Williams. Ricky Pearsall, Devon Achane. Nick Scranton. Emmett Smith. Warren Moon. Cam Chancellor. Arian Smith. Larry Fitzgerald. Drew Brees. Brian Thomas Jr. Terrence Ferguson on the rated rookie. Then we got the muscle emoji Drake London out of 199. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Shador Sanders. Cam Chancellor out of 249. Najee Harris, Dalton Schultz. Khalil Mullings. And Tyler Shugg is a rated rookie. RPS autographs, red redemption for the Saints. It's going to be the auto. A red auto of Tyler Shugg for the Saints. Finish the last. We got Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson. And Drake. Top load. We'll do these. Top load. We'll do the recap. Then we'll move on to Prism Football Hobby. That's coming up next. 3 breaks left. We got Prism Football Select Baseball and Prospects Edition Baseball. 3 breaks, 5 boxes left. You guys are just joining us. Wait till you see the end of this. Recap, we hit a big one. We got the Mahomes out of 349. Joe Burrow out of 55. Khalif Williams out of 10, 4 out of 10. Drake London out of 199. Cam Chancellor out of 249. Joe Burrow out of 75. Doug Williams out of 349. Saquon Barkley out of 199. Dylan Gabriel out of 249. Jalen Waddle out of 50. Ashton Genty on the downtown gold. Gold Ashton Genty downtown. One of the Raiders. 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 on this downtown Ashton Genty. Congrats to the Raiders spot. And Tyler Shug was our auto. Red RPS autograph. All right, guys, that does it for this one. Appreciate everybody grabbing your spots. Prism Football's up next. Let's see if we can hit a 1-1 out of there. It's been a while since we pulled a 1-1. Let's do it in Prism Football. Let me update the title, get our list updated. We did have a few teams left in Prism. If anybody wants them, grab them now. Link it pinned in the chat. Let me double check here. Grab your teams, guys. We've got a few teams left in this one. We got 2 teams left. The Cowboys and the Jets. Prism Football. Cowboys, Jets. Use the link. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 credit. We should have 2. Cowboys and Jets are available. Grab them. PYT 885 coming up next. All right, guys, here we go. Our last 2 teams left. Cowboys, Jets. Grab them. We have our Prism Football Hobby. 2 autos, 4 silvers per box. 144 total cards. 12 packs of 12 cards per pack. Good luck to everybody in this one. Here's our 50 box. All right, here we go. Pack number 1. We got Devon Bailey, DK Metcalf, Trey Benson, Phil Maffa, Josh Brooks, Silver Anthony Richardson. We got an orange DK Metcalf out of 249. Hit reporter card. Derwin James, Saquon Barkley, Sean Taylor, Cortland Sutton, Torrey Holtz. DJ Moore, Bryce Hall, Gunnar Helm, Jalen Milroe. And we got out of 60, Jalen Warren. Super Bowl emblems, Travis Hunter. And we got our first auto. It's going to be a patch auto. Trevor Etienne. That is out of 99. Trevor Etienne, a rookie patch auto. For the Carolina Panthers. That is our first of what should be 2 autos in here. Let me sit there for Carolina. Dave Casper, Chris Carter, Garrett Wilson, Josie Joel, and Jake OK. Next pack. Rome Odunze, Xavier McKinney, L'Jarius Sneed, Kenneth Grant, Luther Burden, Jackson Dart on the purple cracked ice. Nice hit for the Giants out of 125. Malik Neighbors, Daniel Carlson, Jalen Hurts, Odell Beckham Jr., Gerald Riggs, Chris Boswell. Up next after this is Select Baseball Hobby. Then we got Prospects Edition Baseball after that to end it. Justin Jefferson, LeGarrette Blunt, Micah McFadden, Alfred Collins, McBesh. We got Brian Thomas Jr., Cole Kmet, Global Reach, Pat Frymuth, Joe Horn, Young Wei Koo, Josh Jacobs, Jerry Jeudy. Eric Moulds, Caden Ellis, Ray McLeod, Mikael Williams, Cam Miller, DeAndre Swift. Get a reporter card. DeAndre Swift out of 200. 22 out of 200. Aiden Hutchinson, Jeffrey Simmons, Audric Estime, Devonta Adams, Trey Tucker, Dwight Freeney. And pack number 6. The top load that we have. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto for 20 in credit. Zaire Franklin, Adonai Mitchell, Aaron Jones, Nick Emirari, Kyle McCord, Micah Parsons, Baker Mayfield, Vince Ferragamo, AJ Barner, Trent McDuffie, Jerry Shockey, Ricky Williams. All right, we're halfway through. Still have a chance to guess for the player on the last auto in this break for 20 credit. Good luck to everybody in this break. Here we go. There's Patrick Mahomes, a little print line or something. Eric Dickerson, Christian Wilkins, Tyler Booker, Terrence Ferguson, Silver Malachi Starks, Ron Jaworski, Purple Cracked Ice out of 225 for the Eagles. Rain Edmonds, Tyrone Tracy, Deebo Samuel, Christian Gonzalez, Alvin Kamara. Patrick Surtain, Jalen Coker, Kyle Williams, Devin Neal, Calvin Johnson out of 125. Fireworks of Josh Allen, Bobby Wagner, Nick Bosa, Tony Pollard, Kaimi Fairbairn, Zay Flowers, David Montgomery. T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, James Cook, Walter Nolan, Caleb Johnson, Harold Fannin. That is out of 180. Then we have a Prison Break Silver Drake May. Good reporter card, Austin Eckler, Larry Fitzgerald, Lance Briggs, Sam Laporta, Troy Aikman. 3 packs left. Select Baseballs coming up next. Jonnu Smith, Gregory Rousseau. We got Travis Kelce, Jackson Dart, Jordan Watkins, Kyle Pitts on the Red Wave. That is out of 149. Emergent of R.J. Harvey, Justin Herbert, Kenneth Walker, Brenton Strange, Anthony Richardson, Xavier Legette. Jaden Reed, Jordan Love, Kelvin Banks, Rachel Tootin, Rashad Bateman, Donovan Izukuara out of 249. And then we got our final auto, silver auto of James Lofton for the Packers. James Lofton was the guest of this break. Chris Dishman, Kwity Paye, Chris Godwin, Hank Bigsby, Minka Fitzpatrick. Vernon Davis, Bijan Robinson, Cam Scatabo, Felix Ilanor, Garrett Wilson, out of 60. Prismatic Travis Hunter, Josh Hines Allen on the lockdown, Russell Wilson, Tony Dorsett, Joe Theismann, Brian Burns, and Adam Thielen. Let's top load, recap, and move on to select baseball hobby. Select baseball coming up next. All right, guys, we got a couple more here to top load before we recap. Select Baseball Prospects Edition Baseball, the last two breaks. We will be back again on Tuesday, so remember, Tuesday is the next break night. The link pinned in the chat will take you to that schedule. You can see Tuesday's breaks as well. You can buy directly into those breaks from that link. And tonight's as well. There's Ron Jaworski out of 225. Calvin Johnson out of 125. Harold Fannin out of 180. Kyle Pitts out of 149. Donovan E out of 249. Garrett Wilson out of 60. DK Metcalf out of 249. Another Super Bowl 60 guard out of 60. Jalen Warren. Jackson Dart out of 225. DeAndre Swift out of 200. Trevor Etienne, rookie patch auto out of 99. And James Lofton on the silver auto for the Packers. All right, guys, that does it for this one. Okay, we got Select Baseball coming up next. Let's update that title. On the list, that one is full. Our title updated here as well. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 credit. All right, your teams are on the left. Or your names are on the left, teams are on the right. Get your guesses in for the player on the last auto. 25 Select Baseball Hobby P878 coming up next. All right, guys, here we go with our Select Baseball. Get those guesses in. 12 packs, 5 cards per pack. 3 autos or mims per box on average, so it's going to be a little mixture. You guys are guessing the player on the last of the autos. There's an empty box. Good luck to everybody in this one. James Triantos, Jose Canseco, Ricky Henderson Silver, Nick Kurtz on the red out of 99. Joe Swell. Prospect Edition Baseball is coming up next. Your guesses in for the player on the last auto. Deion Sanders, Tress Speaker, Nick Kurtz on the silver. There's a diamond level as well. Cam Smith, Travis Pizzana. Albert Pujols, Roy Campanella, Johan Santana, PJ Morlando, Mim, Andrew Walters, rookie. There's Kumar Rocker, Manny Ramirez, Travis Pizzana, the white parallel, that is out of 99. Andrew Painter, and we got a filler, and John Smoltz. One more break left after this one, guys. Grab your spots in the upcoming breaks. Luke Keyshaw, link is pinned in the chat. Spencer Jones, out of 149, another Travis Pizzana. That's a red. And how about a diamond action auto of Darren Baker Going to the Nationals. We have a Mim and auto. We should have one more Mim or auto. We got our Pujols. Let's topload these and then we'll finish the rest. And guys, we will be back on Tuesday night. I believe it's the 17th. Grab your spots of Tuesday night's breaks as well. Link pinned in the chat. Hideki Matsui, Chipper Jones, Tricolor James Triantos, or James Tibbs, Drew Burris, Johnny Mize, Hagen Smith, Jordan Lawler, Tricolor of Jose Canseco, Marcelo Mayer, another filler, and Griffo Farrell. Jesus Made, Ha-Seong Kim, Frank Thomas out of 149 on the red, Roger Clemens, Tim Hudson, Frank Thomas, Steven Voigt, John Drysdale out of 189, Miguel Cabrera, Wyatt Stanford, Bubba Chandler, Colt Emerson out of 25, Ha-Seong Kim on the tie-dye, nice one there. Cam Smith, Fiona Tong, Mariano Rivera, Buster Posey, Tricolor, Carson Williams, and Bobby Witt Jr. on the auto. There's Slade Caldwell. Bobby Witt Jr. is a guest on the silver auto. Nice hit for the Royals. That's another auto. I don't think I've ever hit a Bobby Witt Jr. auto. Nice hit for the Royals. We got one more pack left. We have our Prospect Edition baseball coming up next. There's Austin Wells, Ricky Henderson, Austin Wells Silver, Barry Larkin, and Bobby Brecht. Let's top load a recap. And we'll move on to our final break of the night. A couple more here to top load, then we'll do our recap. And guys, grab your spots for Tuesday's breaks. If there's any Prospect Edition baseball spots left, you can use that link pinned in the chat. Click on that Prospect Edition link once you're in there. That'll take you right to the listing. There's James Tibbs on the tricolor. Jose Canseco tricolor. Frank Thomas out of 149. John Drysdale out of 199. Ha-Seong Kim out of 25. Carson Williams tricolor. Nick Kurtz out of 99. Nick Kurtz diamond level silver. Travis Pizzana on the white out of 99. Pizzana out of 149. TJ Morlando Mim. Diamond Action Darren Baker auto. And Bobby Witt Jr. silver auto for the Royals and guests of the break. All right, guys, that does it for this one. Prospect Editions coming up next. Good luck to everybody in that one. Let's update our list and title. We had 3 spots left when we went live tonight. Let's see if we sold any of those. List update or title update. We're down to 2 spots in this one. Again, guys, if you want to grab the last 2 spots, now's the time. Padres sold here. We have the Rockies and Guardians. This is 2024 Prospect Edition Baseball. Condon and Pazana are the chases here for those 2 teams. There we go, guys. Get your guesses in. We'll be right back. Grab the Rockies, grab the Guardians. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, guys, here we go for the last break of the night. We got the Guardians and Rockies available. Grab them before they're gone. Link pinned in the. Your guesses in for the player on the last auto. Find 6 autos per box, 6 packs, 8 cards per pack. Got 3 boxes in this one. Box 1. 2 box 2. 2 box 3. Good luck to everybody in this one. Go pack number 1. Matt Shaw. Christian Waller. Grover on the pink. Out of 79. Kumar Rocker. Out of 299. Cole Messina. Jesus Baez. We got 2 base cards here. Ivan Melendez, Dalton Rushing. Jesus Baez is going to be our auto. All right. I'll open another thing of top loaders real quick. Brock Porter, Brett Loader, Knapsack, Treadwell, Blake Burke, on a 199, Lama Vito, Blake Caldwell, and Ryan Campos on the auto. At a 125. Jacob Gonzalez, Tommy White, Mike Bovey, Brandon Sparat, Angel Martinez, Cash Mayfield, Alonzo Treadwell out of 99. And we had out of 199, Brian Holiday, the red auto. Your guess is in for the player on the last auto in this one. Should have 18 autos in here. Dylan Cruz, Cade Collier, Jackson Merle, Tyshawn Walton, Jesus Baez, Sebastian Walcott, Cade Horton out of 199, Vaughn Melendez on the base auto. Luke Little, Jonah Tong, Tommy Troy. Let's get the base auto. Berarte, Connor Griffin, Tommy Troy, Noah Schultz, Johnny Formello out of 49, Charlie Soto auto from Minnesota. That is out of 125. Peyton Miller, Griffel Farrell, Leo DeVries, Blake Walters, Grant Sharpenson, 149. Walter Janik, Kumar Rocker, and Jacob Wilson. That's a nice one for the A's. Jacob Wilson auto on a 99. This is the last break of the night, guys. Prospects Edition Baseball. Nate Dome, Darren DeBerry, Brady Brecht, Thomas Casey, Zach Earnhardt, Chase Dolander, Nick Kurtz out of 99, and Ivan Melendez on the base auto. I think that's the second base auto of his we've got. Sanford, Alderman, Horvath, Namala, Blake Walters, Travis Pizzana, Tyson Lewis out of 199, Chase Hampton, rookie auto, the 149. Open all these up here. Doing it one by one. Again, guys, grab your spots in Tuesday's breaks. The link is pinned in the chat. That future break schedule link. You'll want to bookmark that page to keep track of everything we have listed and scheduled. All right, guys. Got Angel Martinez, Mitch Jebb, Tyson Lewis, Irvin for the Pros, Tommy White, Ping, Stever King out of 199, Vivas on the auto, Noble Meyer, Kate Denton, Blake Burke, Chase Halsett, Jackson Wiggins, Blake Burke again on the Ping. We're at Lowerder out of 199. Jonquel Fernandez auto, that is out of 99. Von Luciano, Yandy Morales, Kim Canavati, Drew Beam, Jonquel Fernandez, Travis Pizzana, Chris Cortez out of 99. Alan Facundo out of 99 for New York. Phil Chenal, Jake Bloss, Eddie Renders, Sean Sullivan, Kadeem Diao out of 99. For the Pros, Brandon Montgomery, Chase Dolander, Tommy White auto, base auto for Oakland. Griffin Herring, Scarborough, Venturo, Pizzana, Campos, Paul Skeens, Orlando Martinez out of 299, and Angel Martinez on the Prospect Auto Red. That is out of 199. All top loaded, then we'll finish the rest. And guys, we will be back on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central. Grab your teams in that one. We have Ryan Clifford, Kyle Teal, George Lombard, Hagen Smith, Jacob Wright on the blue, the 149. Chase Burns, die cut of Trey Savage out of 46. Kevin Sim on the red. Sid Fitch, LP Langvin. We got Chase McDermott, Alan Fedoko, Zach DeLoach, Bryce Eldridge, Drew Thorpe out of 99. We got a Brady Smith franchise futures auto out of 199 going to Los Angeles. We're almost done with the breaks tonight, guys. Sure, you guys bookmark that future break schedule page. It is linked into the chat. I pinned to the chat. There's Jake Goloff, Cooper Pratt, Mason Montgomery, Justin Kerstead, Mike Sirota, 199, Braden Montgomery, Theo Gillen, Mason Montgomery on the auto, Rocco Forte, Orlando Martinez, Walker Janik, Luke Mitchell, Bryce Matthews out of 99, Hagan Smith out of 299, Gabriel Hughes, Roberto Hernandez on the base, Laleel Lockhart, Henrik Hernandez, Miles Nalen, Joandry Vargas, Andrew Walters, 149, Panga Wyatt Sanford, Christian Moore, first round draft picks, Trey Savage, Aaron Fernandez, Nathan Detmer. And that one is out of 49, 46 out of 49 going to the Blue Jays. Nice Trey Savage first round auto. But nice the autos in this product. Get a lot of them, but the art design and everything. We'll do our recap, and then we'll sign off for the night. All right, here we go. Mason Montgomery out of 99. Roberto Hernandez, Trey Savage out of 49. Kevin Sim out of 199. Brady Smith out of 199. Corbett Vivas on the base. Yanquel Fernandez out of 99. Fedoko out of 199. Tommy White, Angel Martinez out of 199. Chase Hampton out of 149. Yvonne Melendez, Jacob Wilson, that one was out of 99. Charlie Soto out of 125. Yvonne Melendez on the base. Ryan Holiday out of 199. Ryan Campos out of 125. And Jesus Baez on the base. All right, guys, that does it for the breaks tonight. We got all these numbered parallels we'll top load and everything before we ship out. I appreciate everybody for hopping in the breaks. Thank you all. Congrats on the hits. The Ashton Genty Gold downtown, the biggest hit of the night. Nice hit for Oakland or the Vegas Raiders. All right, guys, have a great night.